Welcome to the Greenbox.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
It's your boy Eddie King.
No.
You already said welcome.
Introduce yourself to the pod.
Welcome to the Greenbox. It's your boy Eddie King.
God damn, that was good, Paul.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You a fucking professional, man. Ever since you shaved your hair. Hey, we got another guest here, bro. We got our first white guest in Greenbox history. What the fuck wrong with y'all? Yeah. We are going places. This is what Martin.
Hey,
this
you
is
know
what
what's
he dreamed
crazy?
for.
No, hold on.
This is what he dreamed for.
Hold on. Nigga, we didn't clap for none of the black people that was on the show.
We actually
God
did.
damn. Run it back.
What was that say
That's
about
rough.
you? I did.
That's
You didn't clap.
Who
But
in
you
here
mo-
like
But you made sure to clap really
So,
loud for the white
question
man.
number one.
That's crazy.
Question number one.
Yeah.
White women,
Yeah.
black women,
Yeah.
respectable. Okay.
You
Now
said
I know
yeah.
I know I can work with
Now,
it.
what if he would have just said no?
Well, we had to stop the pod, Paul.
Would we have to?
Yeah,
So
probably.
you interview somebody that just don't like black women, huh?
Would you? Okay.
Yeah,
do
you know
white-
what I'm saying.
you do white women?
Huh?
You do white women?
Do I do white women?
Like
I
I'm
don't.
saying,
I
you
don't
fuck with
talk
white
about
women?
women in that way.
You just asked him.
I
White
asked
women,
him-
black women.
I asked him white women, black women. I didn't say
Okay,
do you
so
fuck
white
white
women?
women or black women.
White women?
Me hable?
Oh, okay.
What?
All right.
Yeah.
That's what, that point proven.
I don't know no white women.
Yeah.
Keep it a buck.
All
All
right.
I know is like racially ambiguous women and black women.
That's I
Episode
get it.
12, we are here. We interviewing another fucking guest. I mean, like, we not drink champs, but we are. You want to tell them who you are?
We're not there drink champs.
Sure.
Go ahead and tell them who you are.
My name is Boy Lucca, or
I didn't know
Lucca.
that.
It's just the kind of term I go by now.
Rapper, producer.
Yeah. I'm a rapper, producer, songwriter, singer, writer, engineer, kind of all around, jack of all trades.
This is our second time doing this, if you're wondering.
Yeah, I've already
Blame
been
the
through
ball,
one.
man.
But
But,
man, I just like my shit a certain way.
yeah,
I
he
feel
doesn't
me?
have his hard shoes on, so we're in for something. It's been a cool week, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all checking out the last video. Y'all showing that a lot of love. It's looking like our highest view by the rate, you know what I'm saying, in like a day. So we like that. Appreciate y'all. Woo! Paul.
Man, nigga, I don't get excited about shit
I know,
until we
bruh.
get to the finish
That's the black
line.
man's plight, right?
Yeah, no, we got to keep trying. We got to go harder every time.
Right.
Don't need to pat
We
myself on
go,
the back
they go
right
low,
now.
we go high.
I feel like
Yeah,
I'm the
exactly.
same
Oh.
way. I never get excited about anything until like I'm already there, and then I still don't really. I'm just like, all right, I'm
Exactly.
here.
Next thing now.
Yeah,
Like,
That
all
sounded
right, now we
sad.
got to get better.
What's going
Huh?
on? Home life?
I just, I just never I never get that feeling of like, ooh, you know what I mean?
Because you know where you're supposed to be.
When
yeah.
you make a beat,
So
you
it's
don't
like-
get like, you don't feel like that?
I don't get excitement. I just get like, I guess,
Aroused.
instead of aroused, not just energized.
Yeah.
Like
it-
when you make a fire beat.
Yeah.
I don't watch him make some beats and it be like that. It's like
Yeah,
like
you
a
just
wave of
get-
energy, but like,
yeah.
can you? So what? You need to be in the right space to make shit.
No, not really. I mean, I just start once I have like a chord progression or like something like a 4-bar, something that starts it. Like your brain just kind of takes off and it's just you just start making.
We're gonna definitely come back to that, but we don't want too much white people talking at the beginning of the video, so we're gonna come back to that. We're gonna come back to that.
yeah,
but
but
no, because it's sponsors. But
yeah, but we can't expand,
no,
expand
Paul.
on that not giving a fuck about like
yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna
no,
go full
I'm not
circle.
even saying that, but I'm saying that the having a like not getting excited about the milestones, like not like he said, like you make a good beat, but that it pump you up. Like when we put out a
You
good,
don't appreciate
when
no
we-
milestones.
when we put out a good pod episode, it pumped me up, but it's like, all right, now it's the next. Now we got to do it again, and
Yeah.
then do it again. It's not necessarily like an excitement thing. It's more like a all
See,
right,
I feel like
all
y'all niggas missing out, bro. I get excited about everything. Like
See, and-
literally everything I do, I get excited, bro. That's why when I get good news, like it's hard for me not to talk about it, cause as soon as you give me if you give me a fucking inch, I'm trying to take it a mile, bro. So if Evan called and was like, "Yo, I got these boom mics," I'd be like, "Oh, so you got a green screen?" You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you gave me an inch, I'm gonna take a mile, bro. It's just like I can't really change that about my makeup. It's like that with this shit too.
it's like it's in you. Like it's just
Even
type
when we
of-
did the
that's just
show
type of
last week, I
person am.
told you as soon as we finished, I said I'll put this shit out right now.
Yeah,
And everybody was like, "Oh, we gotta wait." Of course, we gotta wait.
Yeah.
Hey, Day. But they always want me to wait, man. It's real hard. I just get excited, yo. Yeah, I feel like if I was the type of person, I mean, shit, I made a song and I fucking love that experience, bro. So I can only imagine if a nigga is working for like 6 hours just cranking out beats and shit, when you finally hear some shit that's like, yo, we might be able to change. I might be able to change my fucking life tomorrow if I send this shit to the right person.
Yeah,
I'll be running around the studio with my fucking shirt off.
But you also gotta understand that it's step 1, step 2, step 3 to this shit.
Yeah, it's a process.
So
this is a
you can be proud of yourself for getting to the next step, but at the understand you also gotta understand it's just a step. So you can't. I don't like to treat steps like the fucking finish line. You get too.
You don't feel like you should celebrate being able to.
I think people should celebrate small victories. I'm just not one of those people.
I ain't saying.
I wish I was. Like it'll probably like help with my mind, like help me feel better about things, and that'll probably make you an overall happier person. I just know me. I know like what I be trying to. Yeah,
You're
for the most part I am a pessimist. Like that's just.
I'm more optimistic about like life in general shit. Like I'm always kind of the nigga that's like
I would
probably work out.
Pessimist. I'm a skeptic. That's what I am.
I thought you was gonna call yourself a realist.
No, yeah, realist. Skeptic,
I think I'm a realist.
Thing. Like I know how shit can go left quick. Like so, like I know we got to do this first, then do this first, then do this, and then once we get like a lot of subscribers and like get to then I'll be like, all right, I can be excited. I can get pumped.
What's
up.
level?
But now,
Give me level 1 for you, like in your life, like as far as like what you want your career to be, like what's step 1? Let me hear it.
With this,
not even
this.
It could be, you know what I'm saying. I'm just talking about you. This,
I'm at step 1.
Your real, like whatever your career is.
I'm at step 1.
Okay, so what's step 1 for you? Like, all right, this is the starting process.
Yeah, like I'm working, I'm funding my dreams on what I'm doing on it. But I'm still like providing for myself and still having to work a 9 to 5 and all that shit.
Exactly.
But I'm working on my own shit on the side, trying to start shit that I actually give a fuck about, and not working for nobody else. So
which is the most important thing.
This step 1.
What about you? What you feel like is step 1?
I feel like I'm on like step 2 of 10.
Or
that's probably where I'm at.
Step 2. What happened?
Just being able to move out here and make it work.
Where you from?
Originally Montana.
I was fucking finna say Montana.
Yeah, originally I'm from Montana, but I mean I've been all over
a white man from Montana.
I was gonna say Iowa or Montana.
In the studio.
That was just.
I was just a white kid in Montana who loved hip hop music, and I didn't.
So what
didn't
did
fit
it
in.
For you? It wasn't Eminem.
No, actually the first.
You could be Eminem.
No, actually the first person I think I heard was 50 Cent. It was in that shady era.
I like that.
So, but
shady era.
Like we're Game.
I thought he said shitty era.
Shady era. Yeah, where Game was signed with G Unit.
I wish Game would shut the fuck up and rap.
And then the Chronic.
Just shut the fuck up, bro.
The Chronic. The Chronic 2001 was actually like the first one that I was like, I would pay attention to mostly the production on it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck played that for you?
Who played you the Chronic in
I know how you heard 50 Cent. He was the biggest rapper in the world. But how did you?
My sister, she liked Eminem, and she showed me like a song with 50 Cent, and I was more interested in 50 Cent than I was Eminem. Yeah. Well, to me, I never really liked Eminem like that.
Like ever?
Not really.
Okay, that's interesting.
Like he was. In terms of white rappers, I liked Mac Miller more.
Mac Miller's hard. Eminem hit a certain point where Eminem found out that everybody thought he was like one of the greatest rappers ever, and he just decided
kind of tried to lean into that shit.
Yeah, I'm so straight when niggas do that.
Yeah, before he realized that
Before he knew it, when he would actually like Stan one of the best songs ever.
Yeah, I think
like, you can't even play with that shit.
The Eminem stuff that I really liked was Infinite, the mixtape that got him on with Dre. And what was it? Curtain Call, the 2002 album. That was, and then
likes just slower paced music.
I wouldn't say that. I would just say that I don't really like get behind the whole like super aggressive, like weird rap. I'm talking about like raping their moms and killing them and all that.
You can't relate to that shit.
I can't relate to that shit. Like the D12 stuff. I thought that some of the songs were funny, but.
You're not really in the funny.
I'm like, man, I don't know. That's just weird. I'm more of a musical person, like core musical. Like I liked jazz, and my dad was a folk musician. So growing up, it was like
I be asking my producer homies shit like, cause like the older I get, the more I find out that everything I believe to be true, like musically, is kind of just like bullshit and lies. Feel me? Like up until probably like a month ago, I thought Irv Gotti was producing a lot of that shit that they was putting out.
Like
Didn't know-
co-producing.
Not even that though. He wasn't doing
Ghost
that much.
producing
Yeah, he
sometimes.
was just fucking
putting
add
it-
this here and then put his name over a nigga beat sometimes. So how you feel about
That's
niggas like
They say
Irv
Kanye do that.
and Kanye? Does he though? Kanye way
I don't
more
know.
involved.
I'm not in
like,
the studio.
Yo, press this button. I feel like, bruh.
Yeah,
So, but like what I'm asking is how you feel about as a producer. How do you feel about the super producers or like people like Khaled, Dre to a certain point? Like niggas didn't even know until Dre told niggas that that's how he was doing it. That's where that comes from. All the producers coming together to make beats for the one nigga. That's Dre shit, and
Yeah.
everybody else came after that, bro.
Mhm.
So like as a producer, do you like respect niggas that not niggas, but do you respect people that do that? Like want to be collaborative?
yeah. No,
Hold on. Do you say nigga?
No,
That is a
Okay.
valid. You know what, Paul?
no.
That
Hey, Paul, you might have earned your
There-
fucking reporter badge today. Man.
That's funny. Yeah.
We just-
Damn.
You know, watching those interviews with like Tyler the Creator, where he's just like, it was just a word to me, and if
Yeah,
anybody
fuck
said that, he was like, I don't really care. I was like, I don't know. For me, it's just weird. It's just weird
I
that
got
like
dumb white homies that just don't say nigga, bro. It's pretty.
it's really
pretty-
easy.
It's really.
it's
easy,
really
bro.
easy. Yeah.
I don't understand why everybody just be itching to just be like, you know what's crazy? We gave you Mexicans a pass, and everything has just.
No, see, you know what's the problem? No, we didn't. We never
Speak,
gave.
speak, brother Paul.
let me talk about
Yeah,
that.
speak, Paul.
We never gave Mexicans a pass to say nigga. You know who we gave a pass to say nigga? Puerto Ricans, because Puerto Ricans is just black people for real. That deny that they being
All right,
black.
Paul, you gonna get an empanadas?
So what it is Fat Joe and Big Pun was saying nigga, and they Dominican and Puerto Rican. You ever seen Big Papi Ortiz? You ever seen all these baseball players as them niggas not black?
Nah, Big Poppy. David Ortiz. David Ortiz is black. Yes.
Okay, and there's you see all them. They say Dominican and Puerto Rican baseball players. Are they not? When you see them, they not black people.
I think of them as black people. Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So they said nigga in raps, and Mexicans thought that Latino. No, Puerto Ricans and Dominicans is not Mexican.
Paul
It's a
with the
whole
racial
separate-
update.
Hey,
America.
I'm just letting you know that.
Just
Mex-
drawing
you said we
lines.
gave Mexicans a
Yeah,
pass.
no, you're
I
right.
want you to know
Hey,
we never did that. We gave Puerto Ricans and Dominicans a pass.
And you fuck with Jesse Jackson too, right?
What?
Huh?
When did I ever?
No, but Luca, Luca though.
Yeah.
All right, so how you feel about the super producer doing that? Do you feel like do you give them the same credit as somebody that's in that bitch, like the way I see my nigga Life in there for 4 or 5 hours at a time just pressing shit the same way you in there, or do you think that working collaboratively still counts? Like it's still the same, you still putting in work?
It kind of depends on the collaboration, I feel like, but like sometimes it's someone's mind in a room can be a collaborative thing that alters the sound entirely. Like if they involve themselves, like not that snare, or like play
That's
it
not
in,
enough for me.
change it to E minor, do this.
Now,
If
you know why it is enough? Well, I feel, and I'm not even a producer. Could Beethoven play every instrument? Like, could
No.
the orchestra play?
well,
every,
it's
but
it's more like in my mind if they're contributing to the
the
song.
thought of
In
it, right?
the process of
Yeah.
it, like being like that pattern's not good, like those are out of key,
Mhm.
like being, and if you're labeled as a producer on the project, if you're just like a stand-in, not really related, it's cool, but you're probably not gonna get credit. But if you're brought in for credit wise, like they know that you guys are gonna get all credit,
Yeah.
and there's just one person kind of offering their, thoughts on something, like it becomes kind of a gray area. I don't know. It really depends. Like some people, like Cali, they have another guy make the whole beat, and
I
then
don't
he
understand that.
puts "We the Best Music" on
Mhm.
top of it, and then he takes the
I bought
forefront.
that shit.
Bro, we
I
had
bought that shit.
we
It's my
had
beat.
a 2-year conversation on PlayStation Network about what DJ Khaled did. You remember that, bro?
Yeah, I
2
believe
years of all
I'm,
of us talking about
I'm
that.
for DJ Khaled. I
He was
understand
definitely
exactly
he
what
was
he
defending
did.
the fuck out of it.
I'm totally for DJ Khaled.
You want to tell? You know what? We
Being-
never did this
being-
on the pod. Tell the pod.
Being the mind behind shit is very important.
So you feel like
so
DJ Khaled deserves the same respect as any producer?
if I grab you and I grab the beat and I tell y'all and I
Bruh, at
come
a
up with
certain
the
point,
concept,
you just grabbing niggas that's famous and grabbing the biggest producer and telling them to make a song together. And
Yeah,
you're the one
right.
that called them.
Yeah.
You said what? I'm not
does,
saying
yeah,
he
he
don't.
does.
I'm saying he doesn't do it.
And I'm
though.
telling you,
That's not what he putting out.
I'm pretty sure he don't just tell them make the beat for them.
DJ
I'm pretty
Khaled
sure
put in work.
he got a beat, he picks it, and he
Well,
thinks of which two artists will feel good on
Yeah.
it. Da-da-da. That's
Bro,
on-
just
that's
put
that's
one
basically
thing out that you produce.
That's
so
like-
I could call you a producer.
That's like the old school producer, right? That's
Yeah.
like the Quincy Jones.
he's literally producing the song like
Yeah,
a movie
'cause, like-
producer.
Oh, DJ Khaled equals Quincy Jones.
No, but like in the old times,
like
I would
that.
say old times, like
I
Michael
that's
Michael
why I'm looking
Jackson,
like that.
Michael Jackson days, right? Like the producer in the room wouldn't be the musician,
Okay.
right? They would be in the room to direct the song and how it would go. That's like the old school producer. That's why beatmaker producer is always like such a weird concept to they like blended together over some time because they became the same thing and also different. So like nowadays if you say you're a producer, it can mean a lot of things.
Yeah, they think you
But-
make the beat.
The thing about Cali though is him doing that, the producers that he chooses might not be on like him, right?
Okay.
So he uses his platform to put them on and they're getting a major check from it. Unless
I
he's
respect
doing the
that.
work for hire, which I doubt it. He's probably giving them a percentage of the record. So even if you don't know their name, if the record goes platinum because it has Khaled's name on it, you're still getting paid off of a platinum record. Which in turn you could use that connection to get yourself,
So
out the gate. Kind of like Hit Boy did with Kanye.
Okay. Go into that. Explain a little bit more.
Where just like, Hit Boy has been making beats with Kanye for like most of his career. I
Okay.
wouldn't say most of it, but like him doing that, kind of being in the background, really now has made him be able to do the records with like Jack Harlow and all these other guys, to become a major success.
So it's really just like you can't knock the assist because if you see somebody and it's a super producer, that means I'm assisting a lot.
Yeah, like if tomorrow Hit Boy said, I want, me and Life to produce something, and then he's going to put his Hit Boy tag on it.
Yeah.
Me and Life now we have a relationship with Hit Boy, and we get paid off of his name too. And then that puts us in rooms with people that he knows. And it's just all a networking thing at that
Have
point.
you ever dealt with labels? And it's not a music podcast, everybody, but we got a fucking producer and we got music questions. We talk shit, so we gonna ask a nigga questions. Just gotta. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
because he's white. We
You're in, a
just gotta
you're in
ask
a recording studio too, so.
him. Exactly. People record here. But what I was asking was, have you dealt with? Have you met with labels and dealt with like the shady part of music?
I haven't like met with, I would say, like any major labels. I've met with like people who say they have like they have a label,
And it's like,
and I just don't really pay it no mind. I don't, because like you don't ever want to sign the first thing that comes across your desk when it comes to contracts or like opportunities. I feel like because there are always going to be people trying to just take advantage of somebody and use their talent that they see to get like a leap. They're just going to try to get paid off of your talent.
that's just the culture of business in America, bro.
Did you go to school for music? You
Yeah.
went to school?
Yeah, for
Like college?
for audio engineering.
College, though?
Yeah.
What school?
It's the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences, or
Y'all,
CRAS for short.
Y'all seen Biden forgave like $10,000 of our student debt?
Yeah, but I thought that was for a certain college, right? Or the ITT Tech. Or
No,
something,
it's not.
right?
I don't think it was just for a certain college. Was it just for a certain college?
I
I don't think.
I don't- I don't-
everybody
haven't
been
even heard
saying
it.
like it's for everybody.
I haven't.
But
even-
I'm not gonna lie, $10,000 ain't doing shit for me. For
I'm
my
about to say
student
the
debt.
tuition for the
think
place
mine
I
was
went
not
to.
that high. I think 10 to help me.
Oh,
The
my
tuition.
my shit crazy.
The tuition. The other school that's like the sister, or not the sister, the rivalry school. The one I went to was Full Sail.
Full Sail.
And Full Sail is like 80 or 60 or 80 a year,
That's a broadcast school.
and that's like 4 years. The one that I went to is only 20 for one, and then you're done after 1 year. It's like
Okay.
a fast tracked
Oh, that's lit.
program.
Full Sail is where niggas that be on ESPN and all that shit, they go there.
Oh,
Yeah.
School. And
Yeah.
then they basically let you intern wherever the fuck you want in the country. It's
Yeah.
really, it's really smart.
I heard about another place like that. That they really important in the broadcast.
I know. Out here, SAE is the other one.
SAE.
SAE is like a music tech school. They also do business, right? I think they do music business as well
Oh,
as.
you heard of them too?
Mhm.
I know
Yeah.
Full
Yeah.
Sail like that too. Full Sail
Yeah.
all over the country. That's why it's top broadcast school. That's what you just was saying.
Yeah, and then like
Yeah.
the other ones like, and on the other side is the LA Recording School or whatever. I know that LA has one too. They're all like they're all now specialized recording schools are like popping up everywhere.
You got a topic?
Yeah, we can get into that shit. So today, what
boy.
was it?
Like the way it's going.
Missouri, a school in Missouri announced that they bringing back corporal punishment. They're gonna be giving.
I was gonna say something about hanging, but go ahead.
I don't know where the fuck we would get that.
Mississippi, you don't think of hanging?
I said Missouri first of
Oh,
all.
my fault. See,
Missouri. Oh, okay.
That's crazy. But
that wasn't because you was on the show. I'd say that regardless.
How y'all feel about them whooping kids
Corporal
in school?
punishment in what?
In
like
school.
Elementary school?
Yeah, like in school. Yeah.
Seems
Like-
a dangerous
like,
way
They
to
gonna
get
be
your
able,
ass whooped.
they gonna be paddling niggas.
Will they though? Will they paddle my son and force me to come up to school and paddle shit?
I'm pretty sure they'll make you sign a waiver. They'll
Nah,
okay.
they wouldn't do that.
I went to a school where they was allowed to paddle kids, like in elementary school.
Well, let's talk about your
and,
kinky past, Paul.
but,
Where that was?
But
Yo, the lady at my preschool used to pray over me, bro.
oh yeah, I went to a,
She used to pray over me. She used to pull me in the back. Nigga be tripping. She be like, "Hey, let me pray over me, nigga, bro."
pre-K through pre-K through kindergarten, pre-K and kindergarten. I went to a private school.
That was enough whooping y'all.
Man, they didn't whoop me. I never got whooped.
Oh, you
But
weren't doing nothing.
I've seen motherfuckers they pull out that big wood paddle shit, and yeah,
Nah,
niggas get busy on that.
Damn.
They used to call my uncles and shit to pull up, and that was what they would do. There wasn't nobody else in there finna whoop my ass. But then again, all women at my preschool.
Do you think you should whoop kids? Period.
Yeah, you should whoop kids, but not you. I should whoop my kid. You should whoop your kid.
I don't think you should whoop kids. Period.
I know you think that, and I think you're wrong because you weren't a terrible kid. I was.
Nah, I see, but there's a thing.
Some shit I done did, bro.
But then you
whooped, bro.
but then you get used to them whoopings.
Not until I was like older though. Like the first
The whoopings
like,
really
5 years.
whoopings really changed your behavior.
I don't feel like that happened. At
Exactly.
All. It was
'Cause
just what but
cause-
see, but it's not supposed to change your behavior, bro.
Yes,
it's
it
supposed
is.
to deter you. It did deter me from doing
It's
certain
supposed
shit.
to correct it.
Look, bro.
Punishments are for corrective behavior. So
That's
if I'm giving you a whooping as a punishment and it's not correcting your behavior, I'm just now hitting you.
Bro, look, if you give me if you give me a whooping, bro, for fucking playing around in school, bro, I go to school. Next time I get the chance to play around, I think twice. If I get in trouble again for playing around, it might be in a different capacity. I'm playing around different, and that's gonna be what I try to tell
You know what also?
as you swinging.
You know what also works? Just like not letting you do the things you want to do. Like, okay, you got in
taking the
trouble.
PlayStation,
You got in trouble for playing
All right,
around in
nice
school.
life.
You don't get to play your PlayStation. Or like, let's say that's not even what you into. You like football, right? You was into football as a kid. You don't get to play in the game.
Nigga,
this
I've
weekend.
seen all the I came home one day. My dog probably don't even remember this shit. I came home one day in 5th grade or 6th grade. I went to y'all know the school I went to. They instituted a uniform policy in like 6th grade, 7th grade, bruh. And like they had us all come to school in uniforms unless you didn't want to. My mom, one of them motherfuckers, would be like, "Oh, well, if everybody's wearing a uniform, you should wear a uniform." So I was like, "Nah, it's hoes in there." So I'm bringing clothes in my book bag, changing. One of the ladies tells my mom that she saw me at school. My mom said something about a uniform. The lady was like, "He had on a uniform." Came home from school, all my clothes gone.
Yeah.
All my clothes was gone.
Mhm.
She left my uniform, my shoes, and my practice shit. I had to go to football practice in my school uniform. I had to practice with that shit under it, wash it, all that shit. It really don't matter the punishment, bro. If you're going to be getting in trouble and shit, you going to find... I just told y'all 2 stories before we even turned the camera on about how I got in trouble. That's just mischief, nigga. You can't really stop that. I'm walking around playing and shit.
I think you can deter it. I think you
Bruh,
can
how
stop
do you
it without
deter a nigga
touching
from thinking that
without
we cool?
without touching somebody.
I thought we was cool.
You know, but you know how
I shouldn't have thought that we was cool because
don't-
they're adults, right?
No, yeah,
Nah.
You saying how you deter somebody from thinking you cool as the adult? Make sure you know we not that cool.
All right, that's their fault because they didn't
Yeah,
feel like
that's
that.
what
Nigga,
I'm-
you get in
that's-
front of me in the line.
That's
I
literally
know
what
you.
we arguing is the parenting, and I'm talking, and that's parenting from the community. I'm not even
All right,
just
hold on
speaking
for a
about
second.
your mother.
Hold on for a second. We have the rare opportunity to see the other side. So,
For
what was your ass whoopings like?
I don't know.
often?
I don't really think I remember getting hit like that.
Lucky fuck.
I think when I was young, my mom used to grab like a spatula
Oh,
and just hit me with it
on the hand?
on my ass.
Getting kinky.
but like really little though.
Really
right?
little. Like
not
That was
once you
solid.
can understand words, she's not hitting
Yeah.
you no more, right? Because you
nah,
can like
she would
have a
they would
conversation.
they would do yeah, they would just take stuff away. But like where I lived, you can't like do anything. It's like if you sneak out, you're gonna die in the wilderness. Like there's nowhere to go.
Jesus Christ.
I lived 17 miles away from the nearest town, So like that's the nearest gas station.
Damn.
So yeah, like as a kid, where were you gonna go? Like,
So would you whoop your kid?
I probably smack my kid if they were doing something like crazy, like that they were getting like if they were putting themselves in danger type stuff. Like where I was from, there was like rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
So if I saw my kid like trying to like go play with a
But
rattlesnake,
you're talking about like a very little kid that can't understand words. Or you talking about like
up to toddler.
up to toddler? See, and I even understand that thought process because I feel like,
But it's not like a big smack.
yeah,
It's more like
I'm not for like touching kids, period, because I feel like I feel like people can explain things, but I understand before there's the language barrier is fully down, being able to touch a kid, because sometimes you just I understand like little kids are like pets, like but they are like very little. They just don't understand. So the only thing you can do to deter
That's
them,
funny.
is
I mean,
like
they're like
pop 'em.
pets. Are you?
I'm not
like-
saying that little kids are really like pets. I'm
Well,
talking about their knowledge and understanding.
You have
like,
a dog grow.
like a fucking baby has no fucking more understanding of this world than a pet. Like
Say
they
it
just
again?
really don't. What are you? I'm talking about their level of understanding in the world. You can't confuse me on this.
I'm not confusing you. I
or-
just want you
or
to say the statement again for the camera.
that babies have the same understanding of the world as like a pet.
What kind of
like
pet?
a dog.
Like a dog, like I'm saying, like something like that. I'm not saying that babies are dogs. I'm talking about their level of understanding. Does your
I get
fully
it, I
grown
get it.
dog not know where his food is?
I get it,
Does he
yeah.
not know who feeds him?
I don't know why
Does
you
he not
defending
know
it.
who his
You don't gotta
parents?
defend nothing to me.
No,
I'm just
yeah,
saying.
yeah, no, I know.
I'm just on the pod.
Well, like
No, because I know see what he's doing, so I have to explain
you
for
don't
the
have
camera
to
and the
explain
people
it.
that's
Just
gonna be.
it's content.
So-
Let 'em have
Who's
it.
gonna be?
So like for that though, like have you had a dog that you've raised from a puppy?
I
have.
And have you ever hit your dog?
Yeah, but my dog can't
You're a
understand
fucked
my
up.
words.
That's what I'm saying. So you're saying like that's if you're
I'm saying that's the only reason I
Yeah,
would
okay.
see
I
hitting
don't
a
think we should
kid.
kill people that fuck dogs.
you
why
don't think
He does not think we should kill people that fuck dogs.
Why would you kill somebody that do that? Who is like?
you
that
hear him?
sounds crazy. I'm
Why
not
would
saying
you
they're
do
not
it?
wrong. I'm
Why
saying
would I
why
kill you?
kill them?
that's just
Now look, my reasoning is if you fuck dogs, we can't trust you to be a human.
that's very true.
We
yeah,
cannot trust you to walk around
mean,
and not do
that's-
terrible things.
that's
this
weird
is-
as
We
fuck.
left you with a wild animal,
That's
and
weird.
somehow you became aroused enough to have sex with it.
I'm not
You
saying
think that person's supposed to live?
I'm not saying you don't ostracize
Yo.
that person from society.
No, no,
We've
no,
had
no,
this
no, no, no.
conversation.
Peter-
Ostracize
Peter
means
about
you
to
get
be
to
in
fuck
this
more
chat.
animals, Paul.
Do what you want to do. You
No,
just can't be
no,
around us.
animals.
I don't give a.
See,
I
that's
don't.
what. Look,
I don't give a fuck
So-
about animals enough to
So what-
free Vic, nigga.
What would you draw like what is your like yeah we can kill them like
That's that's
what's-
my whole point.
what's the
Like,
crime that
No,
that-
he's asking
No.
you.
Oh, you saying what's my? We can
what's
kill,
the crime that's
you
like
at least have to hurt a human being. I don't give a like. I'm not
God
killing
damn.
you for hurting an
animal
animal.
rape ain't enough to get you off in this motherfucker, bro.
No, it's not.
Exactly. I
We don't.
cannot
We don't
trust
like,
you to
I don't,
exist.
I don't like my. I don't want my kid in the store with criminals. Period. So we gonna kill all the
You
criminals.
like some criminals.
I would like my child to grow up in a criminal-free place.
That's very true.
I'm not.
That's very true.
I'm not.
Yo,
I'm
this
not.
highfalutin.
This is the thing. I'm not saying. So I'm not disagreeing with. I'm saying like, if we basing things off what we don't want our kids to be around, I don't want my kid around a lot
no,
of
this
shit.
about-
We're not
this
just
about
gonna
me.
kill.
So-
We're not gonna kill everybody who
No, this
I
not
don't
me,
want my
though.
kid
I
to
don't
be
want to
around.
be around. I don't
So-
want you to be like to know you breathe my air is crazy.
so
God,
like is your
fucking
line like
Polo?
a murderer? That's your line is like you
You
have
don't
to
want to kill the murderers.
I don't think we. I think you were at
kill
a
a child
I
rapist
think-
though, right?
I think yeah, child rapists need
But
to
if
die.
you rape a dog, we
what
I
if
don't
the
give
dog
fuck
was a
about
puppy?
The dog, bro. I don't give a fuck about the dog.
that's why he's here. What if the dog was a puppy?
I don't give a fuck about
That's
the
a
dog.
that's
to
a
be honest.
deranged human.
Paul, you gotta-
They're
Paul,
crazy.
you gotta get,
I don't give a fuck about the dog to kill a human about it. Like,
what's
whatever.
the word I'm looking for?
I feel like there's some humans you could just forget
For
exist.
pets, yeah.
You should have total
dogs,
empathy. You should have
I
more
don't-
empathy, bro.
No, not for animals.
I like-
What?
No,
I like-
here's the thing. I'm not. It just is what it is. I'm not going to take a human life for something he did to an animal. I don't like. It's like
probably
we can put this
What
nigga
if-
in a
what if a-
box, but you're not dying for
If
it.
a nigga
Like,
killed
what's
your
it?
dog, you wouldn't kill him.
You know what's funny? You know
Oh my
what's
God, bro.
this is an
It's a
action.
human.
This is a law that I don't know if it's still in Montana, but a law that they had in Montana was that if you shot someone's horse, like you killed a person's horse, they had the legal right to hang you.
That's on y'all books
in Montana. Yeah, that was an old law. Yeah, if you killed someone's horse, they had the legal right to hang you for it.
Who's killing horses up there?
I feel like a bunch of horses mysteriously died from black men that wasn't by any horse.
I was just gonna say, black men are the first cowboys, bro. Y'all ever seen? Never mind.
Oh, that movie with
Jesus Christ, look, I wasn't expecting
Ezra. Oh no, what's his name?
Not Ezra, but Keke Palmer. Shout out to Keke Palmer.
Yeah,
I still ain't watched that movie yet.
That's on Netflix. Yeah,
it's all right. No,
it's not on Netflix.
No, not yet. It just came out. But
So how old would you whoop your kid into? Because he said toddler before they can learn language and actually understand
I
taking
wouldn't
away
whoop a toddler at all, bro.
He's saying like he don't mean full fledged.
I know what you mean. I'm saying like I wouldn't whoop you until you was like in elementary school fucking up. Everything before that we can talk it out.
But this is the thing. That's the opposite.
No,
that's
let me tell
because
you why.
You can't talk to a little kid.
To me, children like you don't know what you're doing wrong. Once you in elementary school and you becoming a young adult and all that shit, bro, you know right from wrong. So if you start doing shit that you know is wrong, fucking up in school, if I get a call from my son's school and they like, yo, he called his teacher a fat bitch and pushed over a desk, I'm gonna have to whoop your ass a little bit, bro. And I love you. But you knew that. You knew. Come on, bro. Every time I got in trouble for something crazy, I knew. Like in my head, I knew if one of these people calls somebody, I know how this shit can go. You gonna know that as my son. You gonna know that.
Everybody everybody knows what's wrong. That don't mean the punishment needs to necessarily be physical.
Bro, we can talk about it. We can talk about it like all before you're elementary school. Once you were out of elementary school,
how are you talking about it before elementary school?
If we're talking about it before elementary school, what you talking about? Children. By the time
you're talking about, they don't even understand what you're saying.
By the time you're in elementary school, you 5-6 years old. You know right from wrong. You are literally You know the bare minimum right from wrong. You know you can't be out here doing.
Everybody knows right from wrong. That don't mean you have to hit them for doing
that
wrong.
I'm gonna punch my fucking kindergarten age son in the face. What I'm saying is, if I get called to the school and find out that you terrorizing the school, that situation I just gave you, that would be an older kid.
You have nothing at home now.
A nigga
you have nothing at home now.
Bro, you knew that's nothing. If you got a kid and you done took his shit away before, that's nothing.
The real question is, how he know how to say fat bitch?
Yeah,
that goddamn TV. That goddamn TV we're gonna take away.
I'm saying
we're gonna take that TV away.
You're
parental locks.
You're talking about he know right from wrong instead of parenting the situation. Like that means I'm just gonna hit him and hope he don't do it again.
That's not what I'm saying.
Explain to him why he's being a dickhead
and why what happened.
And then you can take something away. Why hit him?
No. So you remember.
You can remember.
You gonna get this back.
You want to know what's crazy?
Hold on. Everybody in here knows people who parents just took away their electronics. Y'all feel like that worked? I know dumb niggas who only lost their shit. That shit don't work when you really be doing shit.
Oh God, that shit works.
Paul Brett,
if you also having an overall good parenting, you can't just take a nigga electronics, then do all the wrong shit in front of them.
Maybe they aren't the best parents. All I'm telling you is this is a fact. That shit does not work like that.
Man, I'm gonna tell you.
It's about the makeup of the kid.
You know what's a very memorable punishment? You know,
it's not no slavery shit, bro.
Yeah.
I was a kid. I was the one, bro. Out of everybody in here, bro, I know I caught.
You saying you couldn't?
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I was not. It was everybody but her. I probably got with my mama like 5 times.
Hold on. But this is the thing though. Also,
everybody else.
That is some slavery shit because you telling me.
That shit just what it was.
Because that's saying a motherfucker can't be told what he like. You can't sit a motherfucker down and explain to him.
So look, how many times
and try to
let your son fuck off before you decide that he got to get his ass whooped?
This is the thing. If you have to get to that point, you're that's very like touching. But I'm saying
once you know right from wrong. I'm not bro. I'm not saying I'm just gonna be walking around beating my kid. I'm saying once you get to the point where I know I have to, it's up.
But you saying
I'm gonna do it.
But
every time you go down the street speeding and you get caught, you deserve that ticket.
Never. I feel like I'll never deserve the ticket, and I felt like I never deserved a whooping. Guess what? Now that I'm older, that shit was kind of crazy.
No, on God, but this is the thing.
I got whoopings for that I didn't.
A lot of times you probably didn't deserve to be whooped. You needed a conversation.
Some of them shits
you needed a conversation and something. Let me. You know.
I had conversation, and then there was the whooping. I was just like no. What I'm saying is no. Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying they came one after another. Like you just said, raised by a woman. The conversation come from my mama. Then when it happens again and again, then the niggas come. Now I'm getting whooped. Now ain't nobody talking.
All I'm gonna say
is, you like to fuck around. Oh, you funny. That was the conversation, bro. I got in trouble one time for doing this some normal shit for me, bro. Like fucking my elementary school. I did the DX shit when DX was popping, like 06, bro.
Uh-huh.
Did the DX shit. Lady called my uncle and said, I said, suck it. Not good. The lady called my uncle and said, I said, fuck it. That nigga flew to the school. I got a whipping for that. Should I have got a whipping for that?
No, that's what I'm saying. But okay, you proving my point.
Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. Should I have got a whipping for that? No. The reason I got a whipping for that is because I had got my uncle called 4 fucking times before that for other shit. So when he got that call, he like, you know what, bro?
So you know,
exactly.
no, hold on. Hold on, let me.
You might be right about
hold
that.
on, let me talk.
You might be right about that.
You just explain your whole process.
Yeah.
Just explain why it's wrong to whip.
Okay, break it down.
Because you telling me he didn't whip you to correct your behavior. He whipped you because he was frustrated.
I think he whipped me to correct my behavior, and he was frustrated.
Because there's a thing that you already told me that's not his natural correctiveness.
No, you
so now you just said it took he got mad because it's 4 to 5 times coming up.
Yeah,
there.
he got mad.
Now you're being a selfish adult. Talk to this kid.
So you feel like you're gonna have the same conversation with your kids as many times.
You have to have it as many times as it takes.
I feel like we can have that conversation, but eventually in there, you're going to get a spanking.
Let me say this:
You're
one of the most memorable punishments I ever had. I got a bunch of whippings. I can't remember them all. One of the most memorable punishments I ever had. Me and my brothers had got into it, and we not supposed to fight. We brothers. You're not supposed to touch your brother. We got into it. And I got told because I guess I must have started the argument. I can't remember, but I knew not to do that because I got sent to the room while fucking SmackDown was on, and I could not watch SmackDown. Nobody had to touch me. I knew something that was near and dear to my heart got taken away from me that day, and that shit stick in my head. I can still remember laying down in the bed and hearing the SmackDown sounds out in the living room.
That's
I
funny.
remember that shit. I'm 25. That shit happened when I was like 5 years old.
I got one
That's
of
what I'm
those
saying.
by SpongeBob.
So it's like. You don't have to. I don't remember anything preceding any of my
like that, and it ended in a whooping.
I feel
crazy,
like
right? But no, it ended in a whooping because I kept escalating it. Like it went from bro, and that's what I'm saying, bro. It's dependent on the kid. I'm the type of kid. If you do that and you send me to the room when everybody is outside, it's up in this room. It's finna go crazy in this room. I'm in here screaming, crying, punching shit. All that, nigga. As a child.
And this is
what you know what happened to me? You know what happened to me? We was living with my fucking grandparents still. Granddad in another room trying to motherfucking sleep. He hear all that goddamn crying and all that shit because I can't watch fucking SpongeBob. That nigga came in the room swinging. He didn't even look. He was just swinging the belt around,
And you
bro.
think that's okay?
No, it wasn't okay. That shit was terrible.
So
but what happened was that was an escalation of me doing that all the time.
And you still keep talking about
It's an
adults
escalation.
being frustrated and hitting children. Do you not keep realize that's what
true.
you keep
That
saying?
is true.
I think
The
Y'all
adults
might have
are
raised me
getting
wrong.
angry and then hitting the children.
I
Maybe
feel
was
like
misraised.
I feel like the best punishments for children are to embarrass them.
I
don't think that.
I don't like
That's
embarrassment as a
psychological,
punishment.
bro.
I don't necessarily
It's
like
like-
Y'all
it's
not
like-
gonna tell me, bro.
it's
Getting
like-
whooped for like 5 minutes is better than your parents playing you in front of the hoes
No,
or
I'm
your
saying-
dogs
I'm not
or
saying
any
I
of that
necessarily
shit.
agree with punishment. I don't necessarily agree with embarrassment either.
Oh no.
Well, I feel like
No.
I feel like that.
It's
I feel
terrible.
like,
Getting whooped at school is terrible. Getting whooped at school is terrible. My uncle, multiple times.
I feel like I just feel like that sticks with you more.
But they did. But
I feel like it sticks with you more.
What happened?
I just feel like as a kid that would stick with you more, right? Like you
That
you
sticks
called
with
you called
I
your
feel like it
teacher
might
a-
stick with you too much though.
you know,
I
you
feel
called
like
your
it sticks-
teacher a fat bitch, and then like, you know, they do something to like make you feel just in, you know, like
silly in the
you,
moment.
no, you just feel like like they just downgrade you in life. You know what I mean? Like you just embarrass them in front of the
bro,
people
that's
that.
terrible.
See, I still feel like that could
That's psychological
borderline on
warfare.
psychological
Yeah, that's
abuse.
fucked up, bro.
Like,
Well,
no,
are you gonna do it again though? No.
That's
I'm gonna-
to me that's still in line with the
You're
whooping.
not gonna
To me,
get-
both
you're
of
not-
those are in line
I
with
feel
each
like
other.
it's way less people that hate their parents for whooping them than like fucking with their brain and shit. I'm gonna remember that forever. Sending me to school with my hair fucked up and shit. Wait till you 70.
It's gotta be.
I
It's
can't
gotta be
believe
in relation to.
That you can't play psychological. All I'm saying is like I'm not saying that whooping people and corporal punishment is great. I'm just saying it's not. Some people go overboard and want to hurt their kids and
That's weird.
like
That's
really do
that's
shit.
weird.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like my whoopings, nobody was trying to kill me or hurt me for real. Most of that shit, if it happened to me now, wouldn't even hurt. I'm a grown up.
It's
but
not,
right at the time, that shit fucks with you and it stick with you. I remember them days after you get a whooping, crying and being like, bruh, I'm never gonna whoop my kids. And then I go to school and I see other niggas and I be like, damn, your mama should whoop your ass, bruh, cause that shit crazy. I knew niggas that was getting head in 5th grade. You tripping, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. Like, bruh, we talking about something that doesn't even last 10 minutes, bruh, unless you got somebody crazy in your life, which that somebody need to come get you. We talking about less than 10 minutes. That nigga just said some psychological shit. Paul thinks you can talk to a kid that's fucking around 5-10 times and he gonna stop fucking around. That shit is called making a school shooter.
My thing is this.
That shit doesn't help.
I don't feel like
I don't know about that one.
either way. I feel like this. Parenting is supposed to be corrective and like coming from like I want you to be better.
So you don't feel like you ever got whooped and changed your behavior?
So you just want your
you feel like you just was like, you know what, I'm thugging.
Well,
I never this thing. I feel like most of my whoopings was unnecessary. I've had this conversation with my mother.
You never have that thought process to be like, I might get a whooping if I do this.
Well, we're both like,
that's the point of the whooping.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying like I feel like a lot of children, they do shit. They just doing shit. Children are children, bro.
I think children just do shit.
No, I think all children, nigga, our brains just now fully developed at 25.
I think if you're 7 to 10 to 12, you could do it.
Bro, your brain is just now developed at 25.
That's true.
Sometimes people do impulsive things. No kid, I know me. I know a lot of, and I know my brother got a lot of whoopings. Mm-hmm. My younger brother and my older brother got a lot of whoopings. They would be. Sometimes they would do things you would consider bad kids. I know they just impulsive. They're just impulsive. So if I'm an adult in a room and a kid does something impulsive, the kid can't piss me off to the point that I feel like I need to put my hands on him. Like that's kind of crazy if you really think about it. Because that's what you're saying at the end of the day. I got to the point because you wouldn't hit a grown man unless the grown man did something to you.
That's a good point.
So like you're not correcting grown man behavior with physicalness unless it's like you feel like it's a
maybe I'm just setting my ways. That's a good point.
So bro. So anything you wouldn't do to a grown, you shouldn't do to a kid. Like just like
I do,
because
but I do
you
think
let a kid
at a
get
certain
you that
point,
frustrated.
you as a man, if you keep having the same disagreement with somebody, almost instinctively it's to get physical. So I feel like that is true too. Like if you keep having an argument
depending on the argument, yeah.
Every single time you see a nigga or every time y'all come into contact, it's a problem. Eventually, it's gonna become physical, right?
Only if it turns into disrespect,
which usually parents call you misbehaving.
Yeah, but that's not true. But I'm saying that's just not most kids don't fuck up because they're being disrespectful. The kids are impulsive and their brain are not developed. So you're doing something like with an underdeveloped brain, and then the response is to now put physically hurt someone. That sounds crazy.
I mean, I think what you're saying is true for most kids. What you're saying would be applicable to most kids. But what I'm basically arguing for is the kid that was like me, that was like a lot of trouble. But at the same time, you're right. Maybe more conversations could have been had. I did get whoopings over some stupid shit. At the same time, I feel like some of the things I did just was crazy. Like, looking back on it as a grown man, it's just some nutty ass shit.
Yeah.
A lot of the shit could have just been talked about. But
I feel like, I mean, if you know, it's that old thing where it's like, you would like, it hurts more when your parent is disappointed in you than when they're mad at you, right? Yeah, like if your dad comes in and is like, I'm just disappointed in how you acted, that hits you harder than
because my mama did a real good job of, and not even like in like a not in like a psychological make you embarrass you type of way. My mama made things like seem lame, like, you know, like she did a very good job of like.
That's just lame behavior.
Why would you
like
even
played you.
Like why would you even do that? Like that's kind of just like a lame
think the girls
thing.
Like that?
Like that's just like a lame, not cool thing to do.
Yeah.
So like that.
So that's how you're gonna act when that happens.
Yeah.
Really?
Like
okay.
That's that young mama shit though, bro. Like if she was older, she probably wouldn't have been cool enough to do that. It'd just be like, that's not it.
But also, what come with young mama shit was that she did use her hands. So like that's not. I'm not speaking from a like.
No, I know what you're saying.
I'm not speaking like I don't want people to think I'm speaking from a place where I never got touched. Like I got hit. But I'm saying like that shit. I also know older. Like there's so much like better ways to solve an issue.
My mom was an older parent, and I was still catching whoopings. My mom had me when she was 39, and I was still getting whoopings. But then again, you know how they be like, it take a village. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? It was everybody, you know what I'm saying, helping me. But I also sometimes didn't get whoopings. Like you saying, sometimes it was a conversation. Like one time I walked home from church and then, because my granddaddy was taking too long talking to people and shit, and I just walked out to church. And I was like 8 or 7 or some shit and walked home. And we lived on Bankhead, so I had to walk on Bankhead, past the store, all that shit, home. All while that nigga looking for me at the church, like scared as fuck to tell my mom, like, I don't know where Austin is. That nigga came, my mom called up to the church and told him I was at home because she was like, where's your granddad? That nigga came home and that nigga just looked at me, bro, and didn't say nothing, bro, for like a day and a half, and I felt bad. Never did that shit again. So yeah, that shit does happen, but it's like dependent on the situation. Like I think they looked at that situation and it was like that nigga just didn't want to wait. But like if they got a call from the school and yo, Austin picked up a resource officer, niggas is gonna be mad because why you pick the same way all y'all just acted when I told y'all that happened. I thought that was like, nigga, we cool. Everybody else didn't hear that story. Like, you picked up somebody with a gun? I don't think about it like that. So I would get in trouble for shit like that. Like, that's why I'd be like, I'm not a bad kid. I wasn't a bad kid. I used to just do what I thought was funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or cool. I always did that.
Bro, me being around you, bro.
I had people, though. I've known good men my whole, bro, think about how long we done knew each other. Your dad always telling me, yo, nigga, that nigga started telling me to call him if I needed to talk to him when I was like 12, bro. Never called that nigga. You know why? Because that shit sound weird to me. What the fuck would I call you to talk about? What are we talking about? So I don't do that type of shit. I'm put my foot in it, see what happens. Sometimes if you a kid that's constantly putting your foot in shit, sometimes you need to know, bro, hey, look, if you keep doing this, you're going to end up in jail, nigga. Like playing around, doing shit, you're going to end up in jail. So you need to know it can happen to you. I've had people that were police officers come into my life, try to talk to me, coaches, all that shit. It's not like the whooping like was better than all that shit, but I do feel like all of that shit together helped form who I am and help form how I am, like just all around. Like if I don't have the good and the bad, I'm probably not me. I wouldn't be able to see levity in bad shit if I didn't go through bad shit.
Yeah, well, you're talking about from like everybody.
I'm just talking about from what it does.
Everybody experiences has shaped them.
No,
that don't mean you should have went through those experiences.
Saying, like, the whooping, as far as like when it happens to you, because it's not like I was in middle school getting my ass whooped. We talking about a couple years in elementary school where you big enough to get whooped, but you also small enough to not be able to do nothing about it. Once you big enough to do something about it, all that shit stops. So it's not even like it's controlling you. It's just something that you know. If you go too far, we stepping on that shit. You are a child.
It's other ways to step on shit without.
You're not wrong about
physicality.
that. You're not wrong about that. Maybe it's just because of how everybody was brought up back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just something that they couldn't get out.
Does that make people more soft? Like, does that make people soft? Do you feel
what
like?
Make people soft?
When like people who didn't have like like a physical.
I don't think you soft if you didn't get no whoopings growing up. There's tons of people that'll kill you that ain't never got their ass whooped.
It's probably just the people who, the parents who.
But what makes a person soft?
I was gonna say
what qualifies somebody as soft?
I think I thought
like a spoiled kid.
Because I was gonna say you could become if you excuse me. I used to worry about this with my little cousin. Shout out to J Baby, because my little cousin was born into he's an Air Force baby, so he basically has been traveling his whole life. That nigga formative childhood years, he was in Japan.
Yeah.
Then he came here. He moved to New Mexico. I'm over here in the south side of Atlanta. Like, bro, y'all gonna make my little cousin weird. Like, that's all I'm worried about. So he started coming during the summers and shit. But I'm trying to think. He didn't get whoopings. You know what I'm saying? He knows boundaries. Like you said, it's just been him and his dad. He been a great kid from the beginning to end, bro. I think he's gotten a whooping probably twice in his life for doing some crazy shit that he shouldn't have did. But like you said, for the most part, it's been that. I think if the way people are created soft, or how niggas just be soft and not like built to be around shit, you just don't get exposed to nothing ever. If you somewhere where you
sheltered,
be protected your whole life and there's never any, bro, even us, like, this is a nice area, bro. It's not the best area, but it's a nice area. Most niggas around here know that you really a couple steps away from somebody shooting you over here. So like I feel like that, like knowing that can happen to you builds a certain way of thinking.
So what would determine somebody? What would make someone soft? I think
the only way you can be soft is if you shelter from everything.
No, I'm saying you keep saying. I'm saying what is a soft person?
Oh, you saying like, bro, you got to be a hood dude to be soft? Somebody that wilts under pressure.
Wilts under pressure?
Yeah, somebody that can't withstand pressure. If y'all get pulled over by the police you look at your friend and he's shaking at the steering wheel.
That's a soft.
He's soft. Like
Okay.
it's not nothing bad about him. He's just never been in a situation and he's crumbling under the pressure. He's just not built for that. It's not a knock on him or anything. It could be a bunch of different things. That was just the first example.
Yeah, about like I feel like that makes you just like soft in certain areas. I feel like everybody has that thing though.
I say, hold on, nigga. I shake a little bit when I get
Well, maybe that was a bad example. What I'm saying
about
is
saying,
that
like-
And this is kind of my point in asking the question. Like
wilting under pressure is a good like standard, bro. It don't have to be something like that.
Yeah, I like
It could
that
be
answer.
anything.
I like that
Like,
wilting
if-
under
if-
pressure.
if-
If me and Paul argue all the time, right? It's another nigga that could come in here and will clam up the first time somebody get to yelling. You know what I'm saying? To me,
Okay,
that's soft.
that's
That might not
soft.
be soft to the next person, but you're not
pretty much so not standing up for yourself.
not standing up for yourself, being at, and wilting. And when I say wilting under pressure, like you can be pressed. I don't feel like I can be pressed unless you finna kill me, because it's not nothing that you finna say. Like, what are you gonna say?
But I know some people who don't stand up for themselves, but they'll stand up for other people. Would that person be considered soft?
That's a good question.
That's what I'm just
Yeah.
asking because it's
Yeah.
like we
That's a
put
good
these
question.
arbitrary labels on people as like soft, and
That's a
then
good
like
question.
Well,
Let's-
there-
let's
yeah.
do it. No, that's a good. No, well, yes.
There-
Question of the week. Say it again. God damn it, Paul.
are you asking? You pointed at him and then asked me to say it
Yes,
again.
Paul.
It's,
Tell the people.
Oh, you said pointed at the camera.
People
Oh,
people
yeah.
who
Oh,
are
shit,
people
I
who don't
it-
people
you
who don't
threw me
stand
off
up
now.
for themselves.
Let the what?
That
Yes.
that's what you're saying. People who don't stand up for themselves but stand up for other people.
Yes,
Are
are
they
those people
considered
soft?
are they considered soft?
Are they
And
these people soft? Because that's a good question.
Because
and I'm
some people
trying to
just
ask-
don't be giving a fuck about what happened to them. But like,
That's a weird way to live life.
I do. I know some like it's some people like that. They just like they kind of like fair weather, but don't fuck with nobody they fuck with.
That's
Then
fair.
that kind of
Well, that's mamas, ain't it?
Yeah, like it's a lot of mamas like that. And
Yeah,
I
that's
wouldn't
most
consider.
mamas, bro. Mamas will kill for you.
I wouldn't consider a lot of mamas. So that's what I was.
That's a good question. I mean, that's really a good question, bro. Because it's so arbitrary. Like we was just talking about last week. You know what I'm saying? The reasoning behind like niggas pulling out their guns and shit. It's so arbitrary. Like to be like, oh, you pussy or you soft.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then, but that's why I gotta kill you
Because that's like everybody has those like arbitrary definitions on those type of things, like
Yeah.
what's a soft person or like
Yeah.
what's a real person. Because I know a girl will tell you a real nigga or a real dude is somebody who like take care of them and do all this and that, but that motherfucker might go home and like his mama might be fucked up and he rich as fuck. His mama might not be taken care of, and all he do is spend money on hoes. But the hoes think he a real nigga because he spend money on the hoes. Or his niggas think he a real nigga because he shelling out cash to him, but like he don't take care of his son or some shit like that.
I already told you. If you
Yeah,
don't take care of your
that's what I'm
kids-
saying. But like I'm saying, but people can see these perspectives of people and then like consider them these things like you not soft or you
A lot of
real
people
nigga.
spend their whole life curating the image so that you do perceive them a certain way. That's what
Yeah.
Instagram basically
Yeah,
about.
and
Yeah.
everybody got their own definitions for shit. So like
Yes.
that just goes. I'm just spinning that back to like niggas was talking about if
That's
whoopings make somebody tough or not. All right, my boy.
But
that's a hard like that's like I feel like per person. You
Yeah,
have
it's like
to-
and that's really the thing. It's kind of like because you had said, dude, not getting whoopings make people soft. Or
No, he
one of
actually
y'all
said
had-
that.
yeah, and it's like
It's per person.
yeah, it's per person. It's like it's basically whatever you determine to be a soft person. Because like that person that never got whoopings may fold when shit gets physical, but like it's great in like a board meeting, like when somebody talking crazy to them, like trying to bully their
this is
weight, but like they don't get bullied in board meetings. But yeah, when shit get physical, yeah, they fold. Like it's like, but I wouldn't consider that person necessarily soft. He just not a fighter.
you
That's
don't
like
got to be a
different.
bulldog like in the streets. If you're a bulldog, you know what I'm saying, in the boardroom, like you just said, like Vince McMahon, like I don't know why I just called Vince McMahon name, but if you Vince McMahon, you know what I'm saying, Vince McMahon, a white dude from like Connecticut, but you think he pussy?
And I wouldn't consider him pussy, but I know for a fact that he'll run from some niggas I know.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
Exactly.
like
But I don't think he pussy. Like
yeah,
he not
exactly.
pussy with
That's-
other
that-
people that's like him.
That's my point that I'm making.
So
It's like
but then again, he don't wilt. So maybe it is the wilt. Like it's like that backbone that you got to have in yourself.
That's running from physical confrontation, that would be considered wilting.
Not if you know you finna get your ass beat or killed.
But I'm saying for some people, that's still considered wilting.
It is some people that think you should just take ass whoopings, but those are crazy people.
I'm one of those people.
Oh, you think you should get beat up by 5 people if you see 5 people?
I'm not running. I'm not running from you. You know what I'm saying? Like I may try to leave the situation, but I'm not running from you. Like that's where
you're not afraid. You're not afraid of it. You're just
like I may try to avoid a situation like that's obviously like I'm gonna lose, but I'm never gonna run from nothing. That's kind of where I draw my line at. I'm not running from you. Like whatever you gonna do to me, you gonna do to me. If but me just trying to like get away, but I'm never gonna full-fledged break it from a motherfucker. Like I'm not gonna.
And you think that kind of resolve can be built from timeout?
Yeah, that's in you, not on you. That's
beat that one into you, bro.
Because your people can just raise you like that. Like your people can just.
Oh yeah, you raised with a bunch of boys too, so you know what I'm saying. You growing up like you gotta protect each other.
And my mama tough.
Yeah.
So like I'm like without being touched, like whether I got whoopings or not, like I was, like that's just kind of how we like you're not bucking and like turning your full-fledged turning around from a motherfucker and running full speed when the confrontation get on. I could never imagine doing that. You could run in a situation where you've clearly outnumbered.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
If I was in a situation where I was clearly outnumbered, I probably would just drive past it. Are you saying like if I'm?
No, I'm saying you on feet like it's motherfuckers in front of you.
Honestly, bro,
it's foreign. It's foreign to me.
Running only. I mean, for the most part, you get caught if you run anyway. So you might as well fight. But if there's a chance that you could run and escape, then yeah, you probably should do that shit.
So you would run and escape if you should run, like if you had if I run and escape, I'm getting away from the physical conversation, but I ran and escaped from these niggas.
Yeah, if I was a part of that kind of lifestyle, yeah, I would do that. And then I would probably want to come back.
But I say, like, if you're in that world,
that's
I feel like you value
you
value yourself.
You know what you just made me think about?
I'm not even saying just in that world. Let's say you on the street, right? Two dudes they just say, "Fuck you, bitch ass white boy." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they clearly, but they are just on bullshit on the problem.
Yeah.
And you clearly like finna get fucked up. Like you just know. You know what I'm saying? People know with the situation they gonna get fucked up.
You know what you just reminded me of?
Would you turn and run?
I honestly wouldn't be able to give an answer like until that happened. You know, because your fight or flight response, like it's like irrational. Like it kicks in. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be in that situation. And then if you're in that situation, then you can probably say like, well, from experience, I'm a fighter. You know, like or I do fight. I feel like I'd like to envision myself being like, yeah, I'm gonna fight him. But I wouldn't really know, you know.
I respect you not knowing, because some people like always give the right.
Yeah,
answer,
I've
like
never
what everybody. Sometimes you just that's real life answer. Like I don't know what I would do in that situation. Like we was having a conversation on the last episode of the pod where about having would you shoot somebody that beat your ass? And I said I don't know.
I don't think so for me. But
that you reminded me of that. You remember the video of them No Limit niggas in Chicago in that McDonald's where they punched that dude in the face?
Yeah.
And you remember, like, he took that.
He took the punch.
He took the punch. He took them trying them. He took them pressing them. As soon as them niggas walked out, what did he do? Went to blasting at them niggas.
We don't know that. That's
I'm going to be honest.
Gunshots went
Most
off,
of those guys that were a part of that are all dead except for the people that were pressed. So we can talk about it. But that shit was... I'm not going to act like I know the street politics of another place. Oh, here we go. I don't know what happened. Politics. Man, bro, it's not even about that. It's more so about them niggas decided to take that because they were caught. Like he took that because he was caught. We don't know what that dude's name was or whatever, but we do. But either way, he took that because he had to. As soon as he got the opportunity to correct it, he corrected it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think necessarily taking that ass would make him pussy or a punk or none of that. He just didn't have. He had to do that. So like if he had the opportunity to get out of there, he would have got out of there too.
I'm not saying it makes you soft or not. I'm just saying what I'm not doing. I'm not turning and running.
I just until you're in that situation,
you just gonna get beat up from behind.
No, you might be fast as fuck. You might be fast. Yeah, you gonna get.
Yeah, I'm not running from you. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna.
If you ran from
power bombing shit in the street. To be honest with you.
I'm gonna get you in another location where I can drown your ass. Like, I'm gonna get you.
Turn the corner.
Yeah.
And this nigga said, "I'm gonna drown you." Where the fuck you running?
Hey,
This nigga
he
in
could
Los
be,
Angeles running.
you could be crafting a whole plan.
Cause 9 out of 10, bro, if somebody approaching you talking shit like, "Hey, stupid," or you know what I'm saying, provoking the situation. 9 out of 10, they got you surrounded, or they know the area better than you do. They got the upper hand on you, so it's like, damn, how can I get better leverage? Or
Sometimes you just gotta lose though, and lose like to me. Sometimes I'm just down with losing. Like if something gonna happen, like.
that could be your last fight.
And that's the thing though. So like I don't know if y'all seen that. Let me give an example. Y'all ever seen that video of it? It's the gay white couple and they driving in Mexico and the cartel hop out on them. Any of y'all seen that video?
I think so, yeah.
And they go to panicking. They go to and they go. No, you good to go. Like we're not. But the whole time the two white men are scared. They just panicking like da 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 da. So they let them go. But let's say they just killed them anyway, right? Now your last minute moments on the earth, you just panicking and pleading for your life. I can't imagine like doing that. Like that's not how I would want my like last moment. So like that's what I think about like about those type of situations. It's like let's like say it's just like a situation where I'm outnumbered or they about to if this goes as wrong as it can go. What will be my last action? Like, what's gonna be like? Am I gonna have been running? Like say if I'm running full speed and they catch me anyway and they beat my ass, now they gonna say, "You ran and got your ass beat." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like, let's say somebody trying to rob you and like they want you to strip completely naked. It's like no, like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I like to think on that stuff. I would like to think of myself being like you're just not panicking, but if you're calm and not fighting, right? Like that's like a lot of a lot of those martyrs, right?
Yeah.
People who become martyrs in like history, right? They just weren't
Yeah,
aggressive.
and I respect that. Like,
and they die a peaceful like or them being a pacifist or whatever. But then it just looks ugly on the people that killed him, right?
And that's what I'm saying. Like it's like
till we find out you like little girls.
Gandhi.
Yeah.
I know Gandhi. But what they got to do with a martyr?
Huh? Oh no,
I was just saying martyrs.
Gandhi died. People killed Gandhi. I don't know how Gandhi died.
I thought Gandhi was killed. We'll look it up outside.
Yeah, I think you just.
Gandhi is a martyr. Don't do that.
No, this
I'm
the
not
thing.
gonna argue with you.
You spread misinformation on this podcast a lot. Like how you said
point,
Harriet Tubman had narcolepsy
You did
instead
that.
of epilepsy.
You told me that, and I trusted you.
No, I said epilepsy. You can put that up on the first
that's
episode.
She
right.
falls
You
asleep.
said narcolepsy.
I said narcolepsy. That's what.
And you said that shit on
That's
two
not
different
misinformation.
episodes.
That's not misinformation. That's a mistake, baby.
That's
Narcolepsy.
misinformation.
Narcolepsy and what?
Mistakes with a camera on you.
You gotta
is
get the
misinformation.
Facebook
Man,
thing.
fuck y'all. Get y'all on camera.
You gotta get the Facebook thing. It says like fact check. She did not have narcolepsy.
Exactly.
I just thought it was funny that Harriet Tubman was saving people and falling asleep. You ruined that for me. Not really.
Because it
You're
wasn't
free.
happening.
Oh, was that funny?
That's what she was doing. You free.
Let's zoom in on them.
Well, so I say
We
we'll get into that conversation. So like, is there a thing that where y'all draw the line, like where I'm just about to like let's say somebody's robbing you, if they try to strip you naked, would you get stripped naked?
I would
No.
get shot, probably.
Like you'll just get shot?
I'd rather
I
die
hate
with
that
die
too.
with
I
dignity.
really hate that, bro. I would get shot probably, and
Yeah,
I really
that's
hate that because I be thinking about shit like that, like
Yeah.
the moments where like. Because it's not.
I really hate that
bro,
I'm
that's
dying
not
like
even,
this.
Like, pussy, bro. Like it's like, bro, I'm not like. Why would I?
It's
do
like
that,
I'm
bro?
like it's like I'm like all right.
Just shoot me, bro. If
my-
you gonna do that, hopefully you're not finna kill me.
like
That's
yeah.
what I'm hoping. That's
I-
now it's
I
turning
feel
into one of
like-
them situations where I'm just praying that you finna beat my ass real bad or you finna pop me because I'm not getting naked.
gotta grab one of them niggas, one of the partners, bro, and we going in a hostage situation. You gotta shoot both of us.
Type. Oh no, I'm just not.
You
I'm
bringing-
not stripping, bro.
You bringing your friend into
I'm not
that?
Yeah,
stripping,
I'm not
bro.
stripped,
And
yeah.
I don't even. I'm not gonna always have it on me either, bro. I know I'm not stripping, bro. Like it's just gonna be a bad day for me, I guess.
Yeah, that goes to what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
feel like there's certain situations, especially as a man, like where you just gotta take how bad this shit.
You ever
finna
seen
be.
the videos where like a op or whatever will run up on another nigga in the gang and be like, "Say fuck your gang" with the strap on him?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, bro. Say it.
No, but
Say
this is the
it.
thing. I,
If the gang didn't understand why he said
Exactly. That's what I'm
something wrong
thinking.
with the gang.
no,
That's what I'm thinking.
No, this is the thing though. You signed up to die for this. So
Oh.
no, don't say.
When
I
you're-
feel so
yeah.
like that's part of being a man. You take what you signed up for. So like if a nigga, if you join a gang and the possibility
party.
is somebody gonna run up to you with a gun and tell you
Tell
to
you
say
say,
fuck
"Fuck
your
y'all."
gang and you supposed to not do it, and you know that when you join, don't fucking join if you not gonna do it. Like
Oh,
if
shit.
you not
Yeah,
gonna stand
that's
on
it.
that.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just certain shit that come with this man shit that you just have to like. All right, this is just going. I just gotta eat. The
You want to just
consequence
like
of this
maintain your dignity.
shit. Yeah, exactly.
as a man.
Dignity is like very important to me. Dignity and pride. Like I'm like one of those. And and when I say pride, I don't mean it like in
Not
like
a-
this boastful, egotistical type of way. It's like just this.
A proud.
I have to
proud.
be able to live with what happened to me.
Mm.
And that's why I feel like in certain situations, the best response is just like if it's like life or death, and it's like or like, and you gotta be in a situation where this shit gonna be attached to you forever. You just sometimes the answer is to.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying.
You good. I'm already knowing.
But
You got anything?
yeah, I
else
got.
for
Bro,
us
we gotta
today?
talk about. We got a fucking producer here. Let's talk about FN Mecca.
Oh, you heard about that shit?
FN Mecca is.
I just heard about it.
Is an AI rapper that got signed to CMG Music Group
Uh-huh.
earlier in the week, man.
Okay.
So FN Mecca was signed.
He
to
got signed to who?
CMG Music Group, so Capitol Records Music Group. So he
thought
signed to
it-
Capitol, and they dropped him in less than a
Oh,
week.
oh, you're talking about the AI.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They dropped him
'Cause
because
he-
people were mad because he was saying nigga. And
Yeah.
then they found out that the programmer was a white dude. And
The
then they put out a
programmer-
video on his Instagram where he was like being beaten by the police, saying, I don't know why they keep beating me. And it was fucking crazy. It was disgusting. But like, what the fuck going on, yo? They creating programs. The vocals for that dude were an actual artist, a black artist. Apparently they fucked him over. They came to him a year ago, asked him about performing as this AI, giving vocals, writing shit, and then he said they ghosted him. And then like 6 months later, they went and signed with CMG. He said he ain't get no bread, none of that shit. But now they dropped. So how y'all
Yeah.
feel about computerized rappers now?
No.
He sounded
No.
like 6ix9ine if y'all want to know. We
No.
not gonna play the music here because fuck y'all.
No. No.
Uh,
If like music, I feel like is the purest form of human expression, and if you introduce a computer into like just like being the voice of it, it's just like those sites that'll be like, oh, just type in like the type of beat you want to have, and then an AI will like generate a beat. Like a bot will program a beat in that style. I don't know. Like I feel like all throughout history, right? There's always been music.
Yeah.
Like from like the dawn of time, like humans have always had to fill the void or the empty noise in their life with something, musical. It just comes to people naturally. So like that's just on like some weird Terminator shit. You know what I mean? Like when you start having AI produce.
So how you feel about
That's,
where like this like what the idea of the metaverse? You're not for all the digital shit, period.
Before you say that, can I give y'all this nigga stats?
What's the stat?
He
For-
had 500,000 Spotify subscribers.
I never
Okay.
heard
He
a
got
song
1
from
billion
the fucker.
views on his TikTok account. His Instagram account, which has now been made private, has 220,000 followers. The CMG Music Group said they dropped him because of the racial stereotypes, because the dude programmed this shit to say nigga. So yeah. But
Yeah, that's
the
just
metaverse.
there's this like, it's weird because it gives you an opportunity. I feel like for people who maybe in areas of the world it wouldn't necessarily be able to speak to certain people.
Mhm.
Like you might find yourself in like a weird virtual reality chat room with some of like
Pervert.
that, or you could be like
He's
Diddy,
talking
or you
about
could
the
be like
benefits
Diddy,
of it.
and for a
Oh,
music
sorry.
world,
Dickhead.
or like Diddy, right? Diddy could be in the metaverse,
Yeah.
and you could be in the same room with him, and you would never be able to do that in real life because you wouldn't have like the money, means, or opportunities. So that could bring like collaborations and stuff that would be like really cool, but at the same time, I feel like it detaches people from reality. because you live in virtual reality. You can be your avatar. You can hide behind your avatar. Blah blah blah, and it can bring light into people's lives that have really dark, gloomy lives. But I feel like you got to go outside.
Y'all want to hear my conspiracy theory on it?
Yeah.
So like, the metaverse idea, it like, y'all remember COVID happened, and then like they came out with the metaverse idea. So this is just my wild conspiracy theory. It's not like for real, but like, y'all don't think
Facebook made COVID?
Not that. I don't want to say Facebook made COVID, but it's like, is that not like a very convenient thing? Like that we're gonna we're gonna get people used to being in the house all the time, and then we're going to make a thing that keeps you in the house, but you can still have the same interactions as leaving the house.
I know that Facebook and like the Chinese Communist Party have like big ties and stuff like that, like because the CCP. Same with TikTok,
and
right?
that is where it leaked out of. That's
right,
what they say.
And
at least. I don't know. I don't want to spread misinformation, but that's what
the vid leaked out. Its original source was from the eastern side of the globe, right? The China.
Exactly.
So I mean, it's far reach, but like if that was a true fact and then you just like broke it down, you'd probably be like, oh, I see. Someone in Facebook, maybe they heard something and then they're like, oh well, let's just make something for what's gonna come.
Because I feel
That's
like
crazy.
people have really people don't want to leave the house no more. It's still like a thing. Like people really expect that they can just live life from in the house.
I feel like for that thing to be true though, they would have had to like come out with it like then and there, like that it was like it was working and like what I mean?
Yeah, I get that point, but also you also could just be thinking like, let me just see how people feel about being
it's
inside.
Like a trial.
Yeah, let me just see
like
how people feel
trial.
about being inside. And like people didn't take being inside as bad as you would think. Like
No, they didn't.
I didn't stay inside. I had to go still work out outside and stuff like that. So
We I mean, let me just go down the milestones for you. Talked about whooping today. We did our 12th episode. We had our first white person on the show. Paul doesn't have on hard shoes. It was a great episode. Episode 12, right?
Episode 12, yeah.
Episode 12, Greenbox Podcast. See y'all niggas next week.
We out of here.
All right.